Welcome to Crafted Edge Project Management. Crafted Edge is a professional PM services company specializing in project controls. Project DARIOS is a compilation of instructional videos for project managers and project controllers. It demonstrates how Microsoft Excel can be used to create an integrated project controls method. The previous video showed you how to build a risk register and then expand it to incorporate the project issues list, presenting the result in a clear summary report. I now build on the previous work to include opportunity management. The result is a clear project status report that incorporates opportunities in an effort to reduce project risk. Please PM me if you want to get involved with DARIOS. I've received some very interesting feedback, including generative AI functionality. Please keep the feedback coming and do reach out to obtain your free early copy of the DARIOS template. Hi everyone, welcome back to the creation of this DARIOS report, which we've got up to the stage where we have a facility to manage risks as a team in a spreadsheet, manage issues as a team in a spreadsheet, and produce a project status report on a high level for senior sign-off. What I want to do is actually build on this now to add opportunities. I'm going to take a similar approach to how I created the issue register. The risk register is a good register to build on to create the opportunities register. So like I did before, is I'm going to take a copy of the risk register into its own tab so that we can edit it. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to right click on the tab and I'm going to move and copy, move it to the end and create a copy. And then with the tab that's created, I'm going to right click on the tab and rename it Opportunity Register. And then I'm going to expand any fields that are hidden for the purpose of this redesign. So I have a look at there. I can see there's some hidden columns in there. So I'm going to click on those two columns, right click and unhide. You can see there's another one hidden here. So I'm going to click on these two and unhide. And then I'm going to clear my cells. Got to be a bit careful here because I've got some calculated fields and I've turned off any cell protection. So I run the risk of deleting formulas. So because I know the spreadsheet, what I'm going to do is delete any fields that haven't got formulas in, and that's going to protect the formulas. Okay. Usually if we've got cell protection, it would provide an error or warning if you tried to delete a cell with a formula in. Okay, so I'm going to delete all these. And then I'm going to delete these fields here. Okay. Now looking at this, I'm going to start renaming fields. That's going to force me to think about the creation of this register, is the creation of these field names. Okay, so I'm going to change them slightly. I'm going to call this opportunity name. Okay, description's fine. Mitigating actions is inappropriate. We're going to say actions. Action owners. I'm actually going to call that opportunity owner. Now this is an opportunity. This is a cost benefit now. We're talking in benefits instead of impacts because we're dealing with opportunities. Okay, so we're going to rename some of our terminology. See what I'm doing here? Turning this from a risk register into a benefits register. Okay, so if you watch I've just completed these fields now, talking in terms of benefits instead of risks. Okay, so this is going to produce benefits in terms of cost. These are now cost benefits, reducing cost by increments of 20,000 to produce a score. So if we were to produce an opportunity to bring the cost down by £30,000, we'd score it with a 2. Likewise, if we had the opportunity to bring the schedule down by between 3 to 4 weeks, we'd score it 2. So it's the same factor as our risk register, same method as our risk register, but it's talking in terms of benefits. Okay, so in keeping with the risk register, I've put a couple of, and the issues register, I've put a couple of examples in here of opportunities. One's an opportunity to reduce cost, and one's an opportunity to reduce schedule. So first one's a major subcontractor offering a last time buy on a key product at 50% discount. So we're using cause and effect language here, which I'm going to highlight in red. As a result of, this keeps our language in a consistent manner, which we should always do when talking about risks and opportunities. As a result of, there is an opportunity to, and then there's the result of the opportunity there. Okay, so we're doing that in the example below as well. As a result of, there's an opportunity to, then you have the result. Okay, so we've got a last time buy opportunity for a cost reduction, and then we've got also got a major subcontractor able to start engineering works early, resulting in a schedule reduction. And there's some actions that need to be completed in order for these opportunities to be realized. Okay, but they're scored in a similar way as before. We scored the first benefit as a 50 grand benefit if we can get the order in early. Now we're confident at this stage that we're going to be able to do that. So we've ranked the benefit as 50 grand. Okay, and we're 100% sure that's going to be able to happen, like speaking to an engineering lead in preempting it. Okay, now this schedule improvement, we're 90% sure this is going to happen. To get this major subcon work done, we just need the engineering team to confirm. 100% sure that they can complete the early work in time. Okay, so it's a 6-week benefit, a 90% probability, a 5-week benefit. And our scores are calculated, the overall benefit scores for both of these benefits. Refer to the earlier videos for the formula involved and the method involved with calculating these benefits and completing these benefit tables. Okay, so now I've got the examples in there. I'm going to just unprotect any cells that I've got. And I'm going to highlight any columns I don't need the team to work with. Okay, so these scores, the team don't care about these scores. I should click on hide. These are calculated scores that are used to decide the ranking of the benefits. Okay, so I'm going to hide those. Okay, so I've now got my table the way I want it, and what I want to do is bring in this table into my my overall status report in the same format as my risk report and my issue report. I want to put my opportunity report below it. Okay, just sort some of the formatting out so we've got some sort of consistency here, what we're going to copy into. So yeah, I want to put an opportunity report directly below my risk and issue report. So I'm going to create a Power Query in a similar way that I did the risk report. Okay. So to do a Power Query, I need to click anywhere in the table and then click on Data and then from table stroke range, and that's going to launch the Power Query editor. And then working in a similar fashion as I did the risk register, first thing I want to do is rank my opportunities. So to do that, I'm simply going to go over to my overall benefit score and I'm going to sort descending. Okay, in this instance, we're not going to see a change because they both scored 3. Okay, and now what I want to do is we've got a nice big table here, but it's full of null values. So if I was to close and load this at this stage, it would copy all these values in, and it wouldn't look very good at all. So what we can do is we can filter on our null values. So the simplest way to do that is just to click in the ID here and deselect nulls. Okay, and that's going to select any null IDs. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is remove any rows that we don't need, so we can simplify things for our report. So we're going to use the function called remove columns. Okay, so to do that, the best way to think of that is to select those columns you want to keep. So in keep with the risk register, I'm going to have an ID, a name, a description. I want to have my factored cost benefit. I want to see it, in monetary terms. And I want to see my factored schedule benefit. So I'm going to select those. Okay. Now, if I go to columns, I can remove columns and I can remove other columns. Okay, so now all I've got is an ID, an opportunity name, description, the factored cost benefits associated with this opportunity, and the schedule benefits associated with this opportunity. Okay, so now if I close and load, be careful to use close and load to. Okay, so I go up to the title bar, close and load, and I click on the arrow here, close and load to. Now on this field here, I want to, it's going to ask me where I want to create where I want to put the data. So if I select existing worksheet, because it's going to be one of these existing worksheets I've got, it's this project status report. So existing worksheet, then I'm going to click on project status report, and I want to put the data underneath the issue data, just here. And then I'm going to select OK. And let's have a look at that. So let's check the formats. I've got an ID, I've got a name, description, factored cost benefit, and a factored schedule benefit. Okay, so what strikes me here is the formatting is not quite the same. So I can see there's a space of 2 rows, so I'm going to insert a row here. Okay, I'm going to call this opportunity report. Okay, let's merge these cells across. Tidy this up in line with above. Now, actually, if we just choose the same formatting, the way to do that, if you click on the rows, then click on this Format Painter button, and then select the rows you want to click the format down onto, then it's going to copy the formatting of the table above. Now, the actual table format hasn't copied. Now, that uses table design. Okay, so it's using this table design here, and we'd selected this black and grey field design. So if you click on that, you can see it's going to change. in line with those tables above it. Okay, so how do these benefits affect my risk register then? So they're going to be benefits that are going to come off my cost impact estimate. So presently, the impact estimate is looking at the factored risks, and it's adding that to any known issues. Okay, but what we then want to do is subtract the benefits from that. Okay, so I've got a £50,000 benefit here that can come off this cost impact. Okay, I've also got a 5-week schedule benefit here that can come off of this 12-week schedule impact. So let's get those formulas corrected. So the cost impact estimate currently stands at £34,000. So what I need to do now is subtract. So I look at the formula bar. I say minus the sum of this factored cost benefit table. Enter. And you can see that's going to put the baseline risk cost at 66,000 now. It actually would give us more. It would give us more contingency fund than what our original baseline was. So we may look at rebaselining at this stage. You know, if we're going to take on these opportunities, we may be looking at rebaselining. Okay, so let's have a look at the schedule now. The schedule impact here is going to take the current calculation, then it's going to subtract this schedule score. So it's the sum of the schedule benefit table. And it's reduced my impact there to 7 weeks. Now, as you can see before, I had a big red flag going across my risk for schedule. It's actually it's gone back to salmon now. There's no issues. I'm within, I'm 1 week within my my risk tolerance of 8 weeks. Just tidy up some of this formatting. Okay, so as you can see there, this project DARIOS has moved on. What I've done is I've said the opportunity, the high-level summary for the PM. I've said there's an opportunity to bring in schedule by 6 weeks, reduce costs by 50k if the design team can approve the high-level design, and orders for key materials are released within 2 weeks. At this stage in the project, I'm looking to sign this. So I'll pop my signature in there. So I've popped my signature in there in time to present my project summary to the senior executives.